もう死んでいる。何?
What is going on? So we're back again, video after video, you know, trying to be consistent. Consistently being consistent is consistent. So we're throwing out the Blackbeard Marshall D. Teach video today in the Vulture Valley. Yes, One Piece, maybe, but most likely yes. And it's all about progression here with Blackbeard. Blackbeard is going to be the first dude we do to pop off this Yonko series, just pretty much covering all the Yonko and all the crazy stuff we're finding out about him. So I was like, I figure I might as well do one now, because we're going to keep finding out stuff about him, and I want to have a video, and then if I find out anything, I can make a part 2 to it, or like an addendum, or just remake the whole video in the future once this 4 Yonkos, I don't want to say saga, but the 4 Yonko arc, or versus the 4 Yonko arc is over. I can just remake the video, add some stuff onto it, or just, you know, little videos about whatever additions they get. But today is mainly about my man Marshall D. Teach, obviously the captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, which has one of the coolest flags in the verse, in case, you know, you weren't aware of that fact. The 3 little skulls and crossbones on there have given people a lot of ammunition in their 3 devil fruit theory, because he definitely has one of the strongest Logias, arguably. I feel like it's the most different and the most versatile, but strongest would kind of be going far, because if you're being all honest, I'd rather have the lightning or light fruit than the dark fruit. Like, you got to be, you know, she has some cunning to you, and you have to be cunning, and you have to be really fucking strong. Like, you can't be a scrub and have that fruit, because this man is not only taking double the damage, but he can't go intangible, and he's still, you know, ending folks. So that just shows you that, you know, Blackbeard's out here. Whether people want to give him credit or not, Blackbeard is out here, and he's making gains on a constant level. Like, this man went from having no bounty to being a Shishibukai, to being a Yonko, to having 2 fruits, and having island. Like he has territory, and rolling into our next subject, he might be getting another territory if he plays his cards right and pretty much invade Totland. 931 dropped yesterday, unofficially, and it blew everyone's mind. The leak scans came out, you know, a little bit before that. So, you know, people had time to digest all this craziness that's going on in 931. Big Mom has amnesia, but it seems that what's his name? Napoleon's okay. So her fruit doesn't have that super weak sugar straw back there, where if she's just knocked out in some kind of way or unconscious, all of her homies would dissolve or disappear, or at least stop functioning. But what it does seem like is happening is Napoleon is also confused or has amnesia. He didn't say anything, but when you saw her head and everything, you saw those 2 question marks. So it's not just one. So maybe all of her homies have amnesia. How's that going to affect Totland? You know, if someone does pull up, like maybe Blackbeard hires random, you know, fodder pirates to go check the borders of Totland, because I don't know if the Fisherman Pirates gave back all of those scanner snails, but if they didn't, now Totland has even less of a defense. So, you know, and if Cracker isn't there, they don't have a, you know, army of 3rd to 2nd level commanders to fight people, which would be a terrible, you know, plan. Like I think Big Mom left Katakuri and Cracker back, because Cracker could take on like one super strong dude, and Cracker can like fend off a bunch of like low level people. And yeah, along with like Future Sight and you know, Oven, that's probably there with them, and all the other, Big Mom children. Holland is defended, but obviously not as well defended as if Big Mom would have took all the people. And Blackbeard just may take advantage of that by sending, like I said, fodder troops to test out the borders, spies to see the situation, probably some saboteurs to shut down a few watchtowers or whatever. And if I heard a lot of people say that Blackbeard invading Totland will be like a waste of time. It's not really in his character, but I think it is. This man takes advantage of every opportunity he can get. He does reckless shit sometimes, he does stupid shit sometimes, but more often than not, he has a plan, and he'll, bend that plan a little bit if it means getting a few more people on the side, or getting a few strong devil fruits. If everyone in the Big Mom family pretty much has devil fruits, that's just a honeypot for this man. So even if he doesn't want to take over the territory, maybe he wants to just come in, cause havoc, shit on the Big Mom name, and take her devil fruit. So now he doesn't have to hold the territory. He can just beat it up. He can get the credit for wiping out the rest of Big Mom's territory. Let someone else like fake hold it, or hold it himself. I don't see why he would gonna go through the trouble of fucking it up if he wasn't going to try to take it. Maybe he can just make it easy, make it easier for other pirates to come in. So he just sabotaged the island to the point where it's just beat up. Like for a week or 2 weeks straight, just a whole bunch of different pirates and countries and the Marines come in and try to take over Totland. And then he just swoops in whenever all the forces from either side is depleted, just like he always does. So that's definitely an option that Blackbeard I think will most likely go with. I don't think he'll let this opportunity pass to get strong devil fruit, strong people, or just a territory or clout. Like just the fact that if he can get in the paper and like prove to the world that he's worthy of being Pirate King, that's even more followers you'll probably get. So it's like you have to look at it from a lot of different angles with Blackbeard, because he's not a simple dude. He broke an impale down, stole some of the strongest people. He has a lot of different accolades to his name. And you can't really deny his status. Like Luffy has kind of been pushed to be the fifth Yonko. There's not like seeing Blackbeard as a Yonko is not that hard to do. Like he's one of the most capable people in the story. So Blackbeard as a whole, very solid Yonko. I don't think he's going to be defeated soon. I think he's in the series, like to the end of the series, he's going to be a Yonko. He may even go down as one of the greatest Yonkos. Like if Luffy's considered a Yonko, that would be pretty dope. But I think an interesting turn of the series would be if Blackbeard was a Yonko and Luffy got talked about for being a Yonko for a while, but then he got defeated. Let's say a whole bunch of roundabout bullshit happens and Luffy wins, but he loses in Wano. Like he wins, good number of them, but he ultimately loses. And maybe he's dropped off the race of being called a Yonko. Maybe two other people take his place, like maybe one of the Supernovas, or maybe just some other strong bastard like Weevil or whatever takes over Whitebeard's left spot. It would be a little more interesting, because then Blackbeard could have the reputation of going down as one of the greatest Yonko of all time. Like Luffy, was a Pirate King, but it'll be like Blackbeard would have a couple losses on his record and Luffy would have a couple losses. So instead of it being like cookie cutter, like, oh, Blackbeard became a Yonko and now Luffy's gonna become a Yonko. Something may happen to Kaido, so then Kid becomes a Yonko, or some trollish happens and Big Mom goes down and Buggy becomes, because Big Mom's kind of like the Queen of Hearts clown circus type deal going on with her place. I could see Buggy like, hey, I can't be a supernova no more. Maybe he'll team up with Shanks and then go take over, Wano. Like Blackbeard will come in, take all the powerful devil fruit. Buggy finds out that, the warlord system is gonna crash, so he teams up with Mihawk and just sails over to Totland like, hey, This is one of the best times. Everyone in the New World is going to be attacking there. All we gotta do is come in, one of the last people to come in, and just take over. And then Buggy does his, weird, charismatic thing and just becomes the king of Totland. And Big Mom doesn't have her memory, so she just doesn't go back for a long time or until after Elbath, and he's just ruling that the whole time. And maybe even gets in league with Blackbeard. So now Blackbeard, but like not because of Blackbeard, Mihawk is an enemy and Buggy's an enemy. Kind of reintroducing him, like giving him a purpose to be in the story again. Because it's like he's been doing stuff off to the side. It's interesting and funny to see his progression and how things actually work out for him. But at the end of the day, it's like a joke, and it's not really integral to the story. But if you do all that roundabout crap I was talking about, like make Buggy for some reason have the balls, maybe even Mihawk, you know, prods him, or I won't say Videl, but it's not Videl, it's Alvida or Alvida, for like just be like, hey man, this is one of the best times, blah blah blah. They convince him it's his best option, and craziness ensues, and somehow Buggy ends up being the new Yonko to replace Big Mom, and all this dumb shit, like crazy stuff like that. So it works out for Blackbeard. It works out for Buggy. I could see Buggy being under Blackbeard, like Blackbeard being like, "Hey, join my crew." He might be like, "Yeah, who knows?" And then Mihawk will be under he'll be under Buggy, but he'll just be like, "I'm affiliated with you, so I guess I'm affiliated with him too." So now we got Aokiji, Buggy, and Blackbeard all on the same side with Big Mom's territory. Craziness. But yeah, that's just one of my weird fan theories. But yeah, I just had to sneak that in there for this Blackbeard discussion video. I don't think it's necessary to kind of go over all of his backgrounds and everything that happened with him, mainly because I'm trying to keep it short. But you guys know who Blackbeard is. If you're reading 931, you kind of know who Blackbeard is, and I just kind of wanted to give like a recent breakdown of Blackbeard, what he could do, what he's kind of been up to. Oh, I almost forgot about the Moria thing. Moria being a part of this equation now. I don't see Blackbeard letting him go. If Moria legit is pissed at Blackbeard, like he was pissed before when he thought that Absalom was just captured or whatever. Now that he knows he's dead, either he's gonna fly in a fit of rage, he's going to be freeze up and be like, I'd rather not die right here, and I think he's gonna kill me anyway. I heard he took Blackbeard's fruit, he can take my fruit, so let me just bide my time, kind of do what the Supernova are doing, and just be like, I don't want to die right now. So it's a Yonko. You basically got to fall in line and just do what you do. I'm surprised they didn't make Absalom a subordinate. Like either I'm thinking either they didn't value him, like they didn't think he was strong enough. But maybe since Mori is the captain and an actual Shishibukai, they'll be like, all right, we can deal with you because you have a system and your fruit's complicated. Absalom fruit is just turning invisible. So that could add a whole new zombie army type feel to it. Like Thailand, like it'd be like Thailand was nice happy place, and it'd be interesting if Moria could make zombies out of Big Mom's homies that probably have amnesia now. That would be crazy. And since they're indestructible, if you take their shadows, maybe they don't dissolve in the sunlight because they're not real in a way. Like that'd be crazy. Like you'll be getting double the army for nothing. Yeah, that's like super headcanon, and it probably won't come true. But that's just something to wrap your mind around. Like if all that happens, if even a fraction of it happens, just Moria joins up with Blackbeard. Blackbeard sails to Totland. Moria does this thing where he's on the battlefield and he's taking, people, and the enraged army would come first, and they're mostly made up of homies. So if the homies attack, Moria takes one of the homies, takes his shadow because they have shadows, and just makes a look, put it in something else. Like Moria has bodies just on his belt buckle or something, and he just does his thing. But the sun's shining bright in Totland, but they don't die because for whatever reason. So then it's like you get two for the price of one type deal, and now Moria's or Blackbeard's zombie army is growing by like two. Every time he defeats one of the enraged armies, homies, or just any homie in Thailand, and that could be something crazy. But yeah, that's all the things that Blackbeard will be able to do. If you like the way I'm just out here just speaking my mind, you can like the video, comment. I pretty much just talk about One Piece. Probably gonna get into My Hero. I want to do like a love letter piece to Air Gear, where I just kind of talk about that in the series. If you don't know what Air Gear is, you have to go watch the anime or read the manga. The manga's pretty extensive, and the manga. I mean, the manga's pretty extensive, and the anime is kind of short. But it's one of the best anime. It's one of those old school good animes. So definitely go check that out. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna try to do live streams whenever the chapter drops, or whenever something cool in One Piece happens, or I just feel like talking to you guys. So yeah, y'all take it easy.